Tonight, we're incredibly grateful to be surrounded by so many generous sponsors, community leaders, volunteers, supporters, and friends who continue to believe in the mission of the Hike Kidz Foundation. Your support makes a direct impact on the lives of local children and the families right here in our communities. We would especially like to thank our event sponsors for helping make tonight possible, as well as every individual and business that has donated, volunteered, attended, and supported this event. Community partnerships like these are what allow us to continue serving children with dignity, compassion, and love. This evening may be filled with music, laughter, dancing, and fun, but behind every heart displayed back there tonight and every dollar raised is a very real purpose. We are gathered here to help provide clothing, essentials, and support for the children in need while continuing the mission of the Hike Kidz Foundation to build brighter futures locally. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce tonight's co-hosts, Aaron and Harmony Hike, Jean Plogger of Jean's Jewelers, whose support and dedication have helped make this evening such a special event for the second year in a row. Thank you all again for being here tonight. Let's have a credible evening together while making a meaningful difference for the local children and families.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who is here this evening for our second annual Dueling Disco. This is probably one of the funnest events that I've ever attended, so I feel privileged to be here again. I am very thankful that Jean's Jewelers is able to help out with this event, because when it comes to kids, we need to help our local children in any way we can, whatever that is. So we will always be able to support our children. I want to thank Rick Novak, who is unfortunately not able to be with us this evening. Him and I basically are co-hosting this as well with the Heights. And I'm thankful for every single one of you that are here, and a round of applause for everyone that is here this evening, please.
I would ask for you guys to just give us a few moments of your undivided attention. I have the co-founder of the Hike Kidz Foundation, Harmony Hike, here with me. Harmony's going to share a few words about the Hike Kidz Foundation's foundation, how it was founded, and I would appreciate if you guys would be respectful while she gives this very thoughtful, well-written speech. I'm being very serious. Harmony, come back.
Okay, I'm just getting my glasses. You're so serious.
And I'll help hold the mic.
Welcome.
Look at this.
Oh, I need one more.
She says you can do this. You can do this.
You can do it.
Not so undivided
You
that
grab
I don't
one
do
more.
it. So you can eat and drink. I'll need to take my glasses off though.
Okay.
She said I'll hold the mic because I like to talk with my hands. Thank you. And she's shaking like a leaf. I am. And I haven't had a glass of wine or anything. This is so important that I'm going to wait. Hello. Thank you for coming. I'm going to take my time on this. First, I'm going to thank my husband, Aaron Hike. He's right there. He founded it from his story. He was brave enough to do that. It takes a lot of bravery to do that. So he's actually the one that founded it. And then he chose to do it in our community, which is not where he grew up. It's where I grew up. That's part of the story. So it connected me in a way that was really important. And he chose this community because it's what supported him throughout his career. So that made sense. Thank you. Moving me along. Thank you to our co-host, Jean Plogger. Where are you, Jean? Oh, wait. Oh, but there you are. Just, again, when I caught her, no hesitancy. If it was for the local kids, it was a yes. And thanks for being brave enough to do this. And again, our mission is to help the local children without the basic needs to thrive equally, regardless of their circumstances. So, here we go. My inner child would like to have a talk with you. Are we ready? When you go to school,
and you sit down and you feel unprepared. You feel alone. You instantly begin to think about things like, I don't have what they have. I'm different. You don't understand why. You're too young. Your parents don't want to talk about it. Nobody talks about it. You don't understand why you don't want to have what they have. You just know that you don't. That's when you start to figure it out for yourself. When you make the cheerleading team and you know that you can't get the shoes, and when you go to pick them out, everybody knows that, you begin to realize, this is my life, and you stop trying. You give up. You think, this is how it's going to be for me. The reality sets in that, I can't do those things. The days go by, and the story you tell yourself becomes your belief system. And you don't share it with anyone. You don't share it with your parents. You don't share it with your friends. You just share it with yourself. Why am I? Instead of concentrating on schoolwork, you don't tell anybody, but you're thinking about how you're not good enough. Instead of thinking about college when other students are and talking about it, you already counted yourself out. Because you know it's not an option, way ahead of time. You don't study. You begin to plan your life this way, your future. You give up before it even starts. Instead of what you should be doing, which is enjoying your journey as a child, preparing for prom and SATs, you stay in survival mode and you make other plans. You dodge the truth, the questions. You just wore that on Wednesday. Why are you wearing it again? It's Friday. And it was borrowed. Takes a lot out of you as a child. As you move into adulthood, that story and belief system doesn't go away. You still feel it. I'm different because I wasn't given the same chance. I now have to work harder to figure this out. When we first started this organization, I looked at Aaron and I said, I wonder if we could clothe the students so they feel fresh and new for school, no matter what. Could we do this for, do you think, 10 people, 10 students? Could we change stories for 10 lives? If we were able to change just one story, one belief system, it would all be worth it. Because of this community, can you scroll that up for me? Sorry. We were able to connect and begin to shift the direction of the stories of over 250 students for school last year. Not only them, but their parents, the caretakers that carry the burden of worry, of what the child may be going through, carrying that. A profound impact on the entire family, a dynamic of hope. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for seeing that through, for trusting our mission. Everything that we have done has been with you. It's all together. Every single donor, every volunteer is changing a life right now, a story. Together, love wins. And that's
That was a big deal, guys. For anybody who's been to our events, Harmony doesn't usually speak much or often, but that's because it is deeply personal for both her and Aaron, and I've had the pleasure of hearing both of their stories and connecting with them on that level, as unfortunate as it is, but as successful as we've all become as adults who are healing our inner children. And so when I got here tonight, Harmony said she didn't think she could stand in front of all of you and say that. And I said, yes, you can, and you have to. Because her and Aaron's story is why this organization exists. We did it. We did it. So, hard act to follow.
Well, what are you going to have Richmond the part about the dance heroes and the hearts?
So before we continue with the evening, I'd like to just take a moment to share the meaning behind the hearts that are displayed out there throughout the room tonight. Each heart that's here was uniquely painted by a child and represents a child right here in Warren County Public Schools. Those children may be facing challenges or hardships, and most of us never see those. While every heart is beautiful and different, they all symbolize hope, compassion, and the reminder that every child deserves to feel seen, valued, and supported. One of the most special parts of sponsoring a heart is that we often do not know exactly what that child's needs may be. And that is intentional, because childhood needs are not one size fits all. Sometimes it's a sports registration fee so a child can play alongside their peers, and sometimes it's equipment, shoes, bedding, clothing, hygiene items, or help during a family crisis. This fund of the hearts exists to help level the playing field so the children in our community can feel included, supported, and equal. Tonight, we also want to recognize our incredible partners with the Project Hope team from the Warren County Public Schools. Their dedication to identifying and supporting these students and families in need is invaluable to our mission, and we are deeply grateful for you guys' partnership. I also want to personally recognize Robin Russell. Robin is our community resources advocate who truly works on the front lines every single day. Robin goes out and she meets these families where they are, whether that's in the school, whether it's at a home, or even if it's in a motel room during a time of crisis. Robin is there all hours of the day, night, every day of the week. Robin is there on the front lines. Without you, we couldn't do what we do.
Caitlin, can I just say one quick thing? I did want to share. I picked out my heart tonight, and I picked my heart out, and I was looking and just looking, and one spoke to me, and it was broken puzzle pieces. You have no idea how broken some of these lives are, and I could tell story after story, and I'd be happy to share some with you tonight. I got to meet a lot of you this evening already, but feel free to stop by and visit me. I mean, it's just amazing, your generosity and the lives that you are changing and bringing that broken heart back into a full heart that feels special and loved. So thank you so much, and I truly love my job, and I thank you, Harmony and Aaron, for the opportunity to work for you, and for Amber. I just really love and passionate about the work that I do. But it takes a community to make a difference in these kids' lives. So thank you.
Well said.
The next thing I had written tonight to share was that Robin leads with compassion, dignity, and love. And because of her work, so many families in our community know that they are not alone. I can call Robin, whether it's for ministry, whether it's for crisis outreach, whether it's just to have a conversation, and she has had a story about a life that she has impacted and touched in ways that most of us will never understand. It's not all this deep tonight and heartfelt. Tonight is filled with music, laughter, dancing. I'm going to be one of them, and I will be changing. And this community. And that is exactly what this mission is about. Bringing people together to remind the children that they matter and that their community cares about them, and that hope can be found even during the difficult seasons. So thank you all for being a part of this evening, for supporting these hearts, and for helping us continue to build brighter futures locally. And we also have the founder, Sarah Tyndall of Boxes of Basics, here with us tonight. And it's a big deal. Boxes of Basics does a lot. There actually are some boxes floating around here somewhere. There's been a few articles about them, look them up, but what they do and what they're able to do by partnering with us. Mike McCool knows, I say at every event, there's power in partnership. Why reinvent the wheel when we can all come together? I am next going to welcome up Danelle Sperling from the Warren County Public Schools Special Services. Danelle is part of the glue that keeps our mission moving forward with the special services. Standing on Harmony's dress. Danelle with the Warren County Public Schools.
Good evening. Over this past year, the Hike Kidz Foundation has pulled our community together to support students. What began as a fundraising campaign has now blossomed into a full, vital program that supports families in need in our community. Last year, I stood here with you and shared how Hike Kidz took the time to hear our needs, understand our challenges, and look for ways to help make a difference. This year, we're writing to show and share how this fundraising campaign has supported our students and to offer you a heartfelt thank you for being part of this journey. Our primary goal has always been to protect the privacy and dignity of our students while removing barriers to their education. Through Hike Kidz Foundation, they have successfully integrated case management by gathering community resources and the support from local businesses in order to provide much-needed assistance. This means that students are no longer just receiving school supplies. They are receiving comprehensive resource support tailored to their individual needs, both inside the classroom and out. We've been able to refer families to Hike Kidz for basic needs such as food and clothing. Additionally, the foundation has developed the capacity to identify and meet more specific needs, providing stability during crises while honoring the dignity of every family they serve. The impact of this program is best told through the stories of the students you have supported. For example, one student was able to participate in after-school chorus practices after Hike Kidz facilitated transportation for the parent to travel to pick up the student after practices. Another student was able to start a new adventure in college with a new laptop for their studies. The Boxes of Basics program helped countless students in our community access appropriate school and seasonal clothing throughout the year. Yearbooks were provided to seniors. An optional field trip to an amusement park turned into a possibility and a plan. These are the small things that may go unnoticed, but matter deeply to our students. Far more examples have happened behind the scenes with Robin and her case management. We have the ability now to refer families to Hike Kidz, knowing they can and will help in ways that we are unable. As they continue to grow this full-scale program, they rely on the kindness and continued commitment of partners like you. By holding a heart, you are not just supporting an art installation. You are directly fueling a story of resilience and opportunity for a child in our community. We are incredibly grateful for your support. We hope you will continue to stand with us as we work to ensure that every student has the tools and the support that they need to thrive. With sincere gratitude, the Warren County Public Schools Project Hope team, Joanna Martin, our McKinney-Vento liaison, who's not able to be here with us this evening, Colin Miller, transition coordinator, Danielle Briner, Medicaid specialist, and our whole entire department. Thank you.
Thank you, Danelle, Colin, Danielle, all of you guys. This program became a lot larger than we anticipated when we partnered together. I'm not going to give any more speeches. I actually didn't write this next part. I'm standing here before you as Amber Veithenthal, the president of the Hike Kidz Foundation, to introduce our next speaker. And I asked her this evening, what do I introduce you as? And she kind of looked at me and said, you know, but it's not that simple. The next speaker that's coming up, when I was 9 months old, for those of you who don't know, I lived in the Front Royal Warren County Women's Shelter. And a lot of you know me today as the Vice Mayor of Front Royal, the President of Hike Kidz Foundation, a businesswoman, a mother of very successful and loving children. But this woman was the volunteer at the receptionist desk of the Front Royal Women's Center when I lived there over 30 years ago. And her name is Lori Athey Cockrell. And still to this day, she is like a mother to me. So I'm welcoming Lori Athey Cockrell up to give you some words before a special dedication.
I was not expecting.
I wasn't
Amber.
either. I love you.
Thank you. We don't generally talk about that, but it's good to hear people's story. It's good. So tonight, I'm honored to be able to make a very important dedication. But first, everybody has a story, right? Amber just shared hers. When I went to Hike Construction last spring to make a donation to the Dueling Discos, Harmony asked me to sit down so she could talk to me and tell me about a different program she wanted to start, and it was the Hold My Heart program. When she explained how it would assist students who needed things that other kids might have but they didn't, I listened, I reflected, I told her I loved the idea, and then I wrote a check. I was the first person ever to sponsor a heart. My story, my actual story, really wasn't anything like the story of the kids that these hearts impact. But my mom's story was. You see, she didn't have what the other kids had, and it affected her, and it absolutely affected her education. I'm not sure if I would have ever known how much it affected her until my dad told me after she was gone. She was too embarrassed to talk about it even with her own children. So after my dad shared her story, it made a lot more sense to me how much she pushed my siblings and I to get our education and to make sure we had what we needed. Whenever I think of what these hearts mean, I think about my mom. I think about the student who wants to play a sport but maybe doesn't have the right shoes or equipment, about the kid who wants to buy a yearbook and have it signed like all the other kids but doesn't have the money, or the teenage girl who wants to go to prom but can't afford a dress. So that's my why. That's why I believe in what the Hike Kidz Foundation is doing, and obviously you all do too, or you wouldn't be here. So think about your why. The Hearts program was originally created with one purpose: to connect our community through love with those who need it most. As this program has grown, it has become clear that these hearts were never meant to be temporary. They were meant to remain here as a lasting symbol of love, hope, and connection. Remember the words, love wins. It's really tied into everything that the Hike Kidz Foundation is about. I had the pleasure of attending an event just a couple years ago where a member of our community was honored for all of his good deeds and his impact in the community. And when he spoke, he talked about his life, and how he asked questions like, what is good for Front Royal? But he also made it clear that evening that his love for his wife was really what had made his life. And while he's not here with us, his love for his wife and her love for him remains. Their timeless love made it unmistakably clear that their legacy represents exactly what these hearts stand for: enduring love, unwavering commitment, compassion, and connection to others. And it is with great pleasure that I announce that in honor of their extraordinary legacy of love and connection, the Hold My Heart program and Permanent Hearts Art installation will be dedicated in the name of the timeless love of Joyce and John Marlowe. At this time, I'd like to ask Emily Marlowe Beck, Joyce and John's daughter, to come forward and share a little with you all.
Man, there's a lot of power in a story, isn't there? And we thought we were here for disco tonight. Who knew? Who knew that we would be blessed by hearing a little bit about everyone's story? I'm going to tell you, this is not easy to do. It is not easy to get up and talk about your parents. It's certainly not easy to do it after what I just got to listen to. And it isn't when some of you guys have got glasses and costumes and all sorts of stuff, but I'm going to trust that despite your outward appearance, that your hearts and your minds are with me. Every time I get asked to speak about my parents, my heart bleeds. It's like ripping a scab off. My husband says it takes about 2 weeks for me to get right again. So if you know my husband, maybe give him a call, check in, see if he's doing okay, because he's going to have a rough 2 weeks. But I think that's one of the reasons why this is hard. Another reason why this is hard, and I've mentioned this before, my dad didn't talk about the things he did and accomplished. And, you can read about it in the paper, and yeah, people know what he did, but since his passing, I have learned more about things that he did for people that he never told anyone. Cleaning out his office, having people come and visit me. I used to get frustrated with him. I used to see other people take credit or brag or say they're doing this and doing that. And I'd say, why don't you tell people, what you did? And he just never felt the need. I wish I would have asked him why. I wish I would have known a little bit more. Sometimes I think he was a very efficient person, and relishing in accomplishments, they're just as a waste of time. We ain't got no time for that. We got to move on to the next thing. Sometimes I like to think it was a faith thing, kind of like a Matthew, don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing thing. I think that he wanted to do the right thing because it was the right thing. Probably a little bit of both. But there are two things that I know with 100% certainty. And the first one is that my dad cared far more about doing good than he did about looking good. And the second thing I know with 100% certainty, but for my mother, much of this good work would not have been done. Now, Dad would say that Mom taught him how the world worked, that he had book knowledge, and he did, he was really smart, but that Mom taught him how to live. And he said that. Some of you have heard him say that. She taught him how to live. My mom grew up with a lot of the same stories that we've talked about today. And I struggle sometimes because they're not my stories to tell, they're her stories. But I often heard stories growing up about what it was like to not have the books, or to not have the money for camp, or to have to navigate the emotions of what it's like to not have what you need. And I think that probably my parents' marriage and their partnership and my mother's life story was a bridge between wanting to do good and actually knowing how to do it and being able to put it into place. Now, if you know some of the stories of my parents, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, then find somebody in this room and they will tell you. And some of it will be true and some of it won't be, but it'll be a good story worth listening to. But there are a lot of people in here who know the stories. But I will tell you that Mother opened doors to a world where Dad would not have otherwise gone and would not have otherwise known. And all of this happened for the good of the community and for the good of Front Royal. I think it's like lightning in a bottle. When something so unusual and something so miraculous happens and comes together, then just really amazing things happen. And I think we all benefited from it. Now, my husband would say, it's time to land this plane. I talked a little too long, so I'm going to tell a little story. And this doesn't involve my parents at all. This is a personal story, but I think it'll relate to a little bit about what we've talked about here. When I was in law school, I had the opportunity to teach at Ballou High School, which I don't know if anyone knows Ballou High School, but Ron Suskin wrote about it. Think to my peers, think like Michelle Pfeiffer, Dangerous Minds. I mean, that's what that school was like. And I taught there every day. I taught government and debate. And because the school was so bad, and because the school was in Washington, D.C., frequently companies would do fly-ins, and they'd donate their newest, greatest technology. They'd get their photo shoot, they'd leave. And I remember talking to my students one time, and they were just kind of like, oh, another guest, another visitor. And I was like, well, what do you guys think about me? And they said, in the way they talk, they said, well, Miss Marlowe, you keep coming back. And they said, you keep coming back, and you keep showing up. And I'm going to tell you, there's so much power in showing up. There's so much power in showing up. And when I think about the hearts, and when I read about the hearts, to me, that's about showing up. That's about coming back. That's about being there for what people need in whatever way they need it, and not letting people down and just keep showing up. I think about my parents showing up. And I look at so many of the things that happened in this town, in our history of town, and our modern history of town, and they were around most of it because they kept showing up. And I look at you guys, and you guys are the ones showing up. You're showing up by being here today. You're showing up by supporting a great cause. You're showing up hopefully by bidding and buying hearts, and some of y'all are showing up by dancing. I'll tell you, some of y'all are going to be showing off and showing up, but you're showing up. And there's really nothing more powerful than that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for honoring my parents. Thank you for recognizing the power of love and being there for people. So thank you.
Sing once again with me, a strange dread. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the phantom of the opera is there inside your heart. Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the rescuer. It's me they hear. Your spirit and your voice in one command. The phantom of the opera is there inside my
Dear Lord, Mr. Golden Sea, we will green cloud. No, that in their war, Mr. Dr. Martin. We are going to bring out our Reno cards, our next season judge, and escorted by Dr. Martin. Our Reno cards, Mr. Judge, is mixing it out. Now by Dr. Martin, the three cards inside punches our first card right here in the video. Are we good? So please give our next judges a round of applause. We also want to give a round of applause to our judges this evening as well.
Do we have one more
We have
thing?
Bill Long,
Hey, Lord, we need one more thing.
Dolores Oates,
Yeah.
Colin Miller, Ken Meyer. And of course, our two mystery judges.
Yeah, you
The group number?
This is like Tim, last year's winner. Last year's winner.
Thank you very much for being here this evening. We really appreciate you. We want to thank our theater sponsors, Shenandoah Valley Golf Club. We want to thank our hosts, Hike Kidz Foundation. We want to thank all of our volunteers, our sponsors, and most of all, we really like our judges and our heroes. Here in order of the DSC Journal of Heroes, we have Carrie Gibson, Corey McCauley, Ryan Rutherford, Hugh Henry, Michael Walker, Becky Ness, Doug Emerson, Zachary Burr, Amber Veithenthal, and Troy Travolta Wright. We want to thank our dancers, but we also want to thank their campaign managers. We really want to thank all of our heroes tonight, and we're really sorry for the special dance by our heroes.
Who's starting it? Who's calling it?
Every day to be able to get their families just right for you tonight. Carrie Gibson. Alright, we're gonna welcome Carrie Gibson to the stage. Carrie steps in from the Farmville Police Department. Please give Carrie a round of applause and encouragement, ladies and gentlemen.
Get it, Carrie.
Thank you. Let's give her one more time for Sarah Pittman. Give her a big round of applause. Sarah has officially set the standard. So let's bring out Corey McCauley. Next up is Corey McCauley from the Fire and Refuge. Corey is speeding up the dance floor tonight, bringing back the house party. Bring back the 90s, ladies and gentlemen. That's always decided the other night to take the strong blood pressure medicine. The fire department has a plan for every day. They have a plan to go see.
Yeah, pat it down.
Vanilla, check it one time, boy.
Yo, VIP. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back, my brain with big exalted. Grab the hold of me tight, follow like a hawk and daily and nightly. Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I float straight. Yeah, up the stage and watch it choke like a kid do dance. Speaker that booms, circulates your brain like a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Burning up, being quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on the roll, it's time to go solo. Rolling in my 5.0, my rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just roll back and on. Pursuing to the next stop. I just left my head to the next one. Dead yo, so I continue to A1A.
One more time for Corey McCauley and his dance partner. We want to thank the campaign managers that are with us here this evening and ones that work behind the scenes. We have Terry from Trans from the Congo Police Department. Campaign manager Aaron Hike. We have Danielle Heiserman, who is out in the chair with Corey McCauley, campaign manager, and the two were working the dry weather and the party light on the campaign as well. Tonight we call Brian Rutherford to the stage. Brian Rutherford representing the record 95.3.
But then my chance to get to him was slim. I used to worry about the future, but then I flip my caution to that way. In a world made of steel. What's going on?
The judges are ready for the next hero. Bring out Hugh Henry. Hugh Henry is our board of supervisors. Ladies and gentlemen, represented by Gene Palmer of the campaign manager.
Hey, Gene!
Ladies and gentlemen, give Hugh Henry a loud round of applause.
Sorry, fellas, this is for the late.
Five, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock.
Not bad at all.
Number 2, So while we wait for the judges, we have Magic Mike coming up next to the stage. Come on, Mike, our encouragement, ladies and gentlemen.
That's all right, I can excite you about it.
The gentleman is pulling his sword, within his papers, flashing the red, sitting against down, knocking down. All right, pound up. All right, Magic Mike. It's the shoe of the floor, ladies. We are now introducing Michael Walker.
Let's do this, guys. You ready?
Yeah, Marty.
Most of Michael is about to create tattoos. Now, we're turning his is a hard work and hard eyes. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Did you never was the same? Bring back that ball for kissing by Chrissy Rogers. When I asked what kind of man was, he said, "Love."
with his partner Hannah Bennett from Play Favors. Let's hear it for Brett and Hannah. First team was Michael Wilson. When preparing for the disco, Brett said, what songs did you do too? And the partner said, no matter what song, just like it. Then that 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 5, 6, 0, 1. All you heard then, you got to play it on. You want to see one more cover touch from the puppet and Brett.
Got things? Yeah? This is where it hangs out. They are ready, and you are got introducing Doug Henderson and this campaign manager. We are to see you, everyone. Thank you very much. Is Crystal Fallers. So you have Doug Henderson, or is it Doug on campus?
Yes, it is. Okay. We're the Zackettes. The Zackettes. Zach and the Zackettes.
All right, Doug Henderson, are you okay?
Yes.
I see your shirt.
You're ready.
Yes. My name is Abdullah making yay. No, I'm just shoving it. I don't know. That must be one.
Taylor. Might have hit me in the eyes by the time he left go, but it hit me.
It did take forever. All right, we are now introducing Veithenthal to the stage. Scout shoes for our giving year was students, and that was Harper. So she's from Point Road.
For the kids. I've had a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell, baby.
What's
Troy Travolta right and his sizzling senorita. Will you bring out Troy?
All right, so you want everybody to know what's your front face total bar in case this is the top. And listen, you might want to know where your dance hero is in case you like to add a little bit. So right now, in the #1 spot for fundraising is Michael Walker. Again, you're one of these numbers at $7,215.74. And his very close second is Mr. Hugh Henry with $7,135. You guys hear all of these, right? Few supporters want to spend a little bit more money, or you want to spend a little bit more money, you stay in the top. Our third dancer fundraiser is Miss Amber Veithenthal with $6,465. Our #4 dancer is Ryan Rutherford with $5,035. This is amazing. Our fifth dancer, very close there, is Cordy with $4,025. Now, I do want to show you this from the beginning. I mean, y'all see the dancers, but do keep in mind every one of these dancers, had a campaign manager or business that was supporting them and helping us with each member. So, Mount Tremor Sticks, just says, so that carousel was $3,205. 7 was Gary for $2,544. And Dr. A was 2,760. The Dapper Mission Dusty Cod came through. Just know that all of these are very close. Again, we're going to get a #10 to spread them with $4,775. So, we are going to give 10 more minutes
where you can donate to your dance hero.
Power black. Okay, are we ready? She's got the mic.
So first, I think you need to ask everybody to come from that there.
So first I just want to say, let's give all of these dancers a round of applause. It was my intention to give you guys a total of what they use, but at the yacht, so we will do that before the night's over. But Kitty has good shield. She wants to make sure everybody's in the picture.
Okay. We're gonna sit sideways so that we can get it out there.
Hi, and offer just one more time, one more opportunity. Carrie, who's your campaign manager support? Erin Hike. Erin Hike. Cheryl, and Lauren Cameron.
Michael Williams, and by the way, anybody that's left, it's up for adoption.
And
The legendary Holly Hacker.
And you were had an interest in capture. Her campaign manager dropped out, and she ranked for me by himself. And so.
Daniel Tomaxer. Dr. Dennis.
My girl, Brittany Rock, is right there.
So thank you to all those that helped, all that helped raise money. And I just want to say probably 90% of this room would say, good job to you all, because I would have the one is it. So, good job. All right. So at this time, what we're going to do is we're going to announce the top 4 dancers, and then the person with the advantage card gets the opportunity to bounce on. So, please step forward. Here in the arena. Ryan Rutherford. Lavonda Rex. So you originally, when we talked about this, who was the top fundraiser with a total of $8,608. So we talked about like how long we give you to make this decision. I said like minutes to 3, and the judges over there the other day said 20 seconds. So at this time, Drew, go ahead. All right. So just that you got it. So this DJ. So these are the three finalists, and they have 3 to 5 minutes. You need to switch classes or whatever you need to do, and then they will have their final. Okay. So first up is Ryan. Hey,
Rutherford. Next up, we're bringing Dr. Mike to the stage. Mr. Schwartz, I can hear you one more time. Keep on. This guy. Are we ready? Ready.
Okay.
So once again, give it up for all these dancers. And I know they say this all the time, but it really is true. It was really close. But tonight, this, right? Are they, hey Harmony, are they getting that? Somebody gonna walk it over?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let's do it together.
So if you guys can't see, it says Dueling Disco, Love Wins, and then this was last year's dance-off hero, Mr. Timothy Boyer. So for the 2026, right over here, we are going to be putting Hugh Henry.
Yes. Oh, he said, is it on? Yes.
Oh, special thanks to Gene's Jewelry. Special thank you to all my family and friends and all of you and everybody that helped me practice. And really like to thank our citizens and the community for supporting Hike Foundation. Oh, I'm glad everybody got to play a little fun today, and if that's earned money for these children, I'll do it again.